What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back in the video on the channel. And this was another request. I wasn't sure I was going to do this, but why not? Domino's has a New York style pizza. They usually don't. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a re-release, but Pizza Hut has one that's pretty much on their permanent menu, or they have a big New Yorker, which if you want, I'll go and do that one, but I did do that one before. And Papa John's has their New York style pizza, which is always on. From what I remember, I know Domino's usually does like a Brooklyn style, but New York pizza is the same thing as all the rest of the places. It's 6 slices on an extra large pizza. And one of the better deals that I've seen is you can order a large version of this for $10.99 with 3 toppings. So that is what I did today. I have looked at this because my Domino's messes up my orders a lot. So I had to check this in the parking lot. So I gave it a quick little glance. It is correct. So here is the New York style pizza. Boom. So what I did on mine is almost spilled it right onto your face. Is I got a half and half because I wanted to try something a little different. So all of it's pepperoni, well done bake, but I got pepperoni and bacon on half of it and then pepperoni on the other side. This is another thing that I just wanted to try. I only had them once and people keep talking about how good these are. The first time I had them, I thought they were very average, but I wanted to try their loaded tots again. So I got the bacon and cheddar loaded tots to give a try to as well. And then I found these at a 7-Eleven that was right nearby. Some of my favorite pretzels in the game are these Snyder's. So I got the hot honey. I didn't know they had these, but hot honey version of these I'm gonna try at the end of the video. So that's what's on the agenda today, man. Drop a thumbs up. You guys are ready to know the vibes, man. Let's get into this video. We have the large New York style pizza, as I said before. I know I repeat myself a lot, but it just gets my train of thought where it's supposed to be. Give you the rundown on the price real quick. If you get the extra large New York style as is, it comes up to $18, $18.99. They do have a coupon if you check the apps that you can get the extra large for $15.99. But if you look even further, I try to do as much research as possible. Your third option is to get the large, which is what I have for $10.99, but it gets 3 toppings. To me, that's the best deal. But if you want a larger pizza and you want to pay extra for it, just make sure you check the apps. Choose accordingly. Again, when you're getting any China chain restaurant, you're going to want to use the apps. So let's start off and let's get with this New York style pizza. Not the best cut in the world, but that's really not a penalty. Minimal. A little bit. It's starting to get a little, but not bad. So there it is. Pepperoni. They didn't really put a lot on here, but it doesn't matter. From what I can tell, the crust is a little thinner. The bake isn't the best, but I mean, that's just going to heavily be what franchise you're at. And mine just isn't the best. I don't have a problem with this. I don't really think it's anything special. For me, if I'm going to Domino's, I want a pan pizza. And this hasn't really changed my mind. The pan is just the best bang for the buck. I don't dislike this. Their sauce, middle of the pack sauce compared to the other franchises, I do like it. But personally, again, I just prefer Papa John's sauce over it. That's a preference thing. I wouldn't be mad at this pizza. If you're going to do it and you get the $10.99 version, I think this is a good choice. I would give this a 7 out of 10. I don't love it, but I think it's okay. But I will say this. Slice looked pretty big, but I wanted to do this one more for me than anybody. Pepperoni, bacon, and pineapple. A lot of people say pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. I am not one of those people. This is so much better. This is so... Listen, this is my rule, generally. Maybe I'll have to try this one day, but I have actually never in my life, from a real pizza place, ordered a pineapple on pizza. So, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But when it comes to pizza like this, that by pizza standards is just an average pizza, I just think the pineapple gives it so much more. And you get the saltiness from the bacon, the sweetness from the pineapple. The only thing that's missing from this is some spicy. We should have fixed that. So, let's do it. A little bull deck. People were asking about this again. Amazon was where you can get this, unless you have an H Mart near you. I hope you're listening because people still commenting. I'll be trying to say it every time. Again, I tried to put a link in here, but they didn't have one on that like YouTube shop thing. This sauce is super. There you go. Super. You know the word. Oh, drop the damn piece of bacon, man. You know your back big when you get mad over a piece of bacon you drop. What? Spicy, sweet, salty. All of the above. You got yourself a good pizza. This, in my opinion, is way better. I can see why pizza purists don't like pizza places like this, though. I'm just not one of those people. So for me, I think this is better. On a chain pizza scale, this one gets an 8.5 out of 10. Just being real. This is my second chance at trying these Tots. I got the loaded bacon and cheese Tots. And again, the first time I had these, I thought these were super average, but every time I talk to somebody, they tell me these are amazing. So I wanted to try them again. It comes with bacon, ranch, cheese, over some tater tots. Again, I don't think that's really gonna miss on anything, but I mean, they're okay. I don't dislike them. These are better than the first time. Maybe because I got it the first time it came out, because they cook these better. Like, I have melty, crispy edges on this. And then bacon, cheese, and tots, you can't really go wrong. So, the last time I gave these a 5. On a chain pizza scale, this one, I'll be honest, I'm not mad at these, but I just wouldn't go out of my way to get them. But they still deserve a little more love, I'll be honest. I'll give these a 7 out of 10, all right? This is why we keep an open mind. I don't have a problem with them. I'm not going to Domino's just to get these. That's just my take. Palate cleanser from the Nectar of the Gods. That Coca-Cola Zero. This is what it is, man. I don't know why I always not get this and then I get mad. But these Snyder's pretzel pieces, I don't care if anybody cares about me or these, because this is more for me. I went all the way through college eating the honey mustard and onion, the buffalo, and the jalapeno version to this, so I figured, why not? Snyder's is the only company I trust with pretzels, because I don't really care for pretzels other when they do it, but the pieces are the ones that, look how much hot honey this is holding. See what I'm saying? Y'all see how much that's holding? That's why these are the best, because they hold the most flavor. It's just, yeah, okay. Ooh, these are dangerous. These are fire. Here's the, oh, good, bro. Y'all gotta try this. Look. Like, the capturing, they're more honey than hot. But the sweet honey with this pretzel, the salty, there's not a lot of spice to these, but they almost just taste like honey pretzels. I would have liked the spice turned up just a little bit and it'd have been perfect, but even with that, oh my goodness, these are so good. After I've eaten about 19 of them, the spice has kicked in just a little bit, but it's still not a ton. Again, this is the most rotational pretzel that I've had in a very long time. I need to give these away. I'm gonna eat this whole thing. Hold up. 140 times 10. It's a 1,400 calorie bag of pretzels. I wonder why. It's why my back big. Those are delicious though. I'm not joking with you. I gotta go back and try other ones, but these might be my favorite flavor they had. This might be a recency bias. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But even with, stop eating them. 1,400 calories. These get a solid on a chip scale. Any chip scale, a 9.2 out of 10. Any pretzel above a 9 is like S tier for me. So I have an extra 2 slices of pizza I have in my caloric intake. Let's get into the, I'm not, wait, do I want to race this on this? No, I'm gonna eat these. Oh, shit, damn. This stuff ain't cheap neither. I'm gonna have to go back to H-Mart, give me more. I gotta wipe my hands off too, hold on. 2 things I saw today. And I had to check myself because I had this issue the last time I went to Domino's, where my order was a little messed up. I've had issues in the past with Dunkin' Donuts, other places. And I'm the type of person that I'm not gonna make a big deal out of something. Now I get it if it's egregious, you're gonna say something. The Domino's situation, it was like legitimately a different pizza than I ordered. But what I saw today, I think we need to start penalizing people for making the police come to situations where, like, it's not that serious. Now, I know we can't, like, practically do that because you don't want to deter people from calling the cops, but we need to have something in place because this is crazy. I saw a video today where a man had to have 2 police officers show up to a Jersey Mike's because he called the police on the employee because they didn't cut his sandwich. I watched the whole video. I had to watch it twice just to be like, is this really happening? So here's the situation. This is crazy. I guess he ordered a sandwich from Jersey Mike's. Now they do come, if you get at least a regular, they cut them. But his wasn't cut. Not cool, but I mean, it's a freaking sandwich. So he goes back to the employee. He's explaining this. Him, the one who called the cops. He goes back to the employee and says, I didn't cut my sandwich. I'd like you to cut my sandwich. Employees have policies they have to follow. Now, I'm going to guess because of cross-contamination, because he touched the sandwich, that they can't take the sandwich back to cut it. So she said, I can't do that. Once you open the sandwich, I can't touch it. It's company policy. So he gets mad and says, so make me another sandwich. Again, this is coming from him. He's telling the story. So he gets mad and says, make me another sandwich. And she says, I can't do that. So she tries, this is where it gets, she tries to make it right by grabbing a plastic knife and saying, I will come to your table and cut the sandwich. He says at this point, no, make me another sandwich. So she says, I can't do that. So of course he starts screaming. Again, he's the one telling the story, not her. This is his account. I said, I'm in the right here. So he says, at this point, you either make me a new sandwich or I'm calling the cops, and I refuse to leave. So the cops get there. They hear the story, and they just look at him and don't say anything. And the cops say, I don't know what you want me to do here. What's the cops like? What do you want from me? And he says, have them make me a new sandwich. Cop says, I can't do that. The guy refused to leave. They had to trespass him for him to leave. And he's still screaming the whole time. I hope y'all ain't that bad, because I know in the video that I had with Dunkin' Donuts, specifically, they didn't, I ordered an empanada, they just didn't heat it up. Like, I think a lot of Dunkin' Donuts or something have problems with their microwaves or whatever they're using to heat up, because the sandwich was hot or warm on the outside, but when I bit it, the filling was cold. Now, obviously, I was kind of annoyed by that, but I wasn't going to go back in there over it. I know other people would have, and that's cool. But me, I don't really care. One, I always give that kind of stuff away, so if somebody's going to eat it again, they're probably going to have to heat it up. Or they don't care if it's cold. And two, it just ain't that deep to me. It's just not. I learned a long time ago, keeping it real sometimes can go wrong. And another day, that guy would have been even more mad. At least he checked himself. And he left before it escalated and he had to get arrested. Imagine sitting in a cell where your wife or your somebody has to come bail you out. Or they'll probably release you on your own recognizance at that point. But imagine having to have somebody pick you up from getting booked. And when they ask you why, you say because they didn't cut your sandwich. I know we're all tough here. And I'm not trying to challenge anybody's pride. But sometimes you gotta let go of the pride for like the crazy stuff. I just wanted to talk about that because I couldn't believe my ears. Couldn't believe it. But is this pizza worth it? If you can get a pan for a deal, I still prefer the pan. There's nothing New York about these pizzas, in my opinion. But again, I come from here, so maybe that's a little bit of a bias. Domino's best pizza to me is and always will be that pan. These are better than I thought, as you can see, because I ate half of them. But is this better than Pizza Hut's? That largely depends on whose sauce you like better. It's literally the same pizza. For me, I like Pizza Hut sauce better than Domino's. But that's just a me thing. Anyway, I love y'all. These pretzels, I'm gonna eat these, and I don't want to eat these, so I gotta give these away. But as you can see, I just left the gym. I want to get in the shower, bro. But I went straight to Pizza Hut because I wanted to try this. A lot of people asked about this, but I love y'all, man. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.